Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and I like video games. And lately, I've seen a lot of console wars and negativity going on, so I figured I'd make a positive video about gaming. So let's get started. Well, it's been a wild year for gaming, to say the least, and with hits like Doom Eternal, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and upcoming Demon Souls, Valhalla, and Cyberpunk, we will have played some amazing games this year. And to celebrate a new generation of consoles, I wanted to make a video talking about what I feel each company did well this generation and what has me excited for them heading into the next generation. I also want to be clear that when I say each company, I mean Xbox and PlayStation. Because really, Nintendo operates on its own unique wavelength, whereas there's much more overlap between the PlayStation and Xbox. And I want this to be a positive reflection of gaming, so I'm not going to dwell on any negatives on both of these companies. So with all that said, let's get into it. First, I want to start with what I think both companies did well this generation, and since my channel is Xbox centric, as you may have been able to tell, I'm going to start with Xbox first. And it's definitely been trending upwards for Xbox as of late, and I think that's due largely in part to the work that Phil Spencer and company have done to turn things around, starting at about the 2017 mark, with the introduction of the Xbox One X. It seemed like after 2017, Microsoft was out to show everyone that they were serious about not just Xbox, but gaming in general. They worked hard to build trust with core fans like myself by introducing great value options with Game Pass and soon after Xbox All Access. And it's stuff like this that makes gaming more accessible than it's ever been. Like, I even see people on my Facebook who aren't gamers who have bought into Xbox All Access, especially during this past summer when everyone was social distancing and staying home more than ever. And not only has Xbox gone out of its way to provide value to the gamers, but they've also gone out of their way to prove that they are invested in bringing high-level experiences to their favorite platforms, whether it's Xbox, PC, or mobile. And this all starts with acquisitions of high-level developers like Obsidian, Ninja Theory, inXile, Playground Games, and most recently the entire stable of ZeniMax Studios. So right now, I think Xbox is exactly where they need to be headed into next gen. Up next is PlayStation, and man, PlayStation had an absolutely killer generation this time around. I think my favorite thing about PlayStation this generation was their willingness to let the creators at their studios do new and even possibly risky things. Things like starting a brand new IP like Horizon Zero Dawn involves a lot of risk, especially when it would almost certainly be easier just to continue with the Killzone series. But they took a risk and it paid off, and now they are well on their way to creating a groundbreaking trilogy. And by the way, I'm saying that out of hope. I hope that Horizon Zero Dawn is a trilogy, and not just 1 and 2. And the same can be said for the reinvention of God of War, another risky move that not only paid off, but produced one of the most critically acclaimed games of all time. And it's this kind of belief in their studios that has put PlayStation at the forefront of people's minds this generation, and I fully expect more of the same to come in the next generation. Now, on to things that have me excited about both companies during this upcoming generation. And I'll keep the order the same and stick to Xbox first, but what has me most excited for Xbox is honestly just the mystery. It's everything that we don't know. Like, we don't know what the initiative is working on right now. We don't know what the next big RPG from inXile is going to be. I mean, right now, Xbox has 23 studios counting their new ZeniMax acquisitions, and we know that within these 23 studios, there are at least well over 30 projects underway for next generation and beyond. And out of those 30 plus projects, we only know about a handful or two of them. And it makes it exciting. I mean, once these studios hit their stride, which I think will likely be late 2021 to 2022, we'll be seeing games releasing at a pretty rapid pace. Like, there's a very real possibility that Xbox could be releasing a big AAA game like 3, 4, maybe 5 times a year once all these studios hit their stride, and that's just exciting to think about. And with the variety of games being covered by all of these studios, there's bound to be something for literally everyone to enjoy. And finally, it's on to PlayStation, and what has me most excited for PlayStation Next Gen is simply the games. I mean, with stuff like Demon's Souls, Miles Morales, Horizon Forbidden West, and a new God of War game coming all before the end of 2021, it's definitely exciting times for PlayStation and the fans. And I'm also looking forward to the things that they haven't announced. I'm really hoping that they announce Uncharted 5. I'm really hoping for Uncharted 5. And I'm excited to see what studios like Sucker Punch do when they're done with the Ghost of Tsushima content. Will we be getting a sequel? Who knows? And I really can't wait to see the PlayStation 5 pushed to its limits by the masters over at Naughty Dog. In closing, I just want to say that I'm ecstatic for a new generation of hardware and a new generation of games. Like, this is the most excited I've been for a new generation of consoles since the 360 era. But what about you guys? What has you most excited for this generation of gaming from either company? Leave a comment and let me know what you think. Leave a like if you liked the video, and please subscribe if you'd be so kind. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.